Jim Calhoun took a program that was essentially nothing and turned it into something big. He retired today after 26 years and sat down with our Andy Katz.
What are you going to miss the least?
You know, I'm disappointed in the fact that I'm probably one of the few people, I guess, that I truly believe that what happened at Penn State was outrageous, was undescribable. But I don't know where the NCAA needs to go in and rip the program apart on kids who never had anything to do with that. I understand them going after the university and the higher-ups. I understand that. I don't understand that kind of thing.
By and large, the Penn State coaching staff has been silent until now. Tom Rinaldi sitting down with 4 current assistant coaches at Penn State.
Well, because of the horrific nature of these allegations, and it's easy to see where members of the media would assume that we all knew, and I was shocked to find out as so many of them came forward and said those guys must have known. We in fact didn't know. We had just started a 10-day vacation when that incident occurred.
The incident in 2002.
2002. Many of us weren't on staff with Jerry and just kind of knew him here and there. Some of the people on our staff weren't even at Penn State, like Galen in 2002, and when we returned, that was never mentioned, never brought up, ever. And for 9 years, none of us had any inkling that anything, until the Attorney General's office asked to speak with us last summer, we had no idea that anything had happened. And then at that time, you had hoped that there was nothing to it. And I'm sitting at my son's ball game. We're off 2 weeks ago on Saturday, and my daughter texts us and said, you know, Jerry Sandusky's been arrested. And at that point, you just think, whoa.
And we're strong, and we stand on his faith and his promise. I know that. Our hearts go out to the victims and their families. We know how tough it is, and not just them, but any child abuse, because it's tough to take someone innocent away from them, and that's not fair. And so it's been tough. It's been a really grueling week. Some days you wake up, morning you wake up, you want to cry before you go in, because you feel for all the things that are happening, and not necessarily about you, about the lives of young people that's been, you know, destroyed. You know, you think, and so our hearts and prayers are with them every day as we focus and go to work every day. We think, I know I do, and I know the coaching staff does. Think about those guys every day.
I will say this about our staff. I'm going to obviously talk to all the guys that are on the current staff, and I look forward to that. I was fortunate enough to meet one last night, Larry Johnson, the defensive line coach who's been here for many years and coached many great defensive lines. And I don't know if he's here today, but I would like to say that he's committed to coaching on my staff, and I look forward to working with Larry Johnson.